This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the LD Micro Invitational in Bel Air, California, 2014. I have with me Dr. Terrence Norchi. I'm going to call you Terry, is that all right?
That works.
All right. And he's from ARTH Therapeutics. The symbol is ARTH. It is a publicly traded company. Well, Terry, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you, Shelley, for having me on.
It's good to have you. Let's get right into it. Tell us about ARTH.
So ARTH is a medical technology company based in Wellesley, Massachusetts, right outside of Boston. And we're developing novel solutions to stop bleeding during surgery and trauma.
How do you do that?
Well, we have a technology that we've licensed from MIT called self-assembling peptides. And the peptides are very exciting in that they build themselves into a physical mechanical structure when you squirt them onto a bleeding wound. And that structure actually acts as a barrier to stop the bleeding.
What's your background?
My background is that I'm a medical doctor who did an MBA and then spent about a decade in the Wall Street and investing world, both a sell-side analyst in New York and then running a very large healthcare mutual fund before starting ARTH.
That's a roundabout career to get to the point that you're at right now, my friend.
Very much so. In fact, the focus during my MBA was entrepreneurship and management, and little did I know that about a decade later I'd be going back to that world.
So what made you take that leap? I mean, did you develop the technology? Did you inherit the technology? Did you buy it? I mean, what's the story?
So when I was investing in large cap space with large funds, and it was clear that a lot of the exciting little companies that would come through were too small to move the needle. So that was sort of clue one that I might be interested in doing something a little different. Clue two happened when I was invited to join a grant review group at MIT where they give capital and volunteers to inventors to help them commercialize technology. I met the other volunteer and the inventor. We hit it off well, and shortly after we decided as a group to start ARTH Therapeutics, and they're my two co-founders. The inventor's name is Rutledge Ellis Benke.
How close are you to market?
We hope to be on the market next year in Europe. We expect to start our first human trial late this calendar year, and we will see where we go from there into the US.
So from your standpoint, what is the target market for first intro and entree, if you could tell us?
Sure. So we're focused on surgery first rather than trauma, and we're focused on specifically bleeding rather than some of the other places that you can use this in the body that are sealant applications. So surgical bleeding.
I would imagine the military is all over you like a suit.
The military cares about these things, but their interest, believe it or not, in these products waxes and wanes with whether or not we're going into or coming out of wars. So we're focused on the hospital sector right now and the surgeons, and then trauma would be a fast follower.
So where do you see 2015-16 for the company, commercial, etc.?
So 2015 I can talk to. We fully expect to be launching our product in Europe. 2016 we would hope to be progressing that, expanding, and hopefully the US would be on that same radar screen.
So are you going to be doing FDA approval work in the United States?
Yeah, so our first plan is to do EU work, which could be in Europe or other countries that are amenable to, or to which Europe is amenable to their ways of regulating, and then the FDA work would follow. In Europe we would expect to be a CE mark, and then the FDA we would expect to be a PMA.
What's your website? I'm sure our audience wants to know.
It is www.archtherapeutics.com.
Where did the word arch come from?
So when I had to come up with a name for the company, you can imagine these are often very hard things to do.
It's a tough thing.
And I was asked to focus back on some places that I had visited as a child, and I happened to have spent a lot of time in Ireland. And so ARTH Therapeutics, believe it or not, is named after something called the Spanish Arch in Galway, Ireland.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thought you might want to know. Anyway, this is Dr. Terrence Norchi, also known as Terry. The website one more time?
www.archtherapeutics.com.
ARTH Therapeutics, it's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is ARTH. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. We're coming to you live from LD Micro Invitational, Bel Air, California, 2014. Terry, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.